Today on the Dutch Miller Auto Show.
Is by the way, open-minded to hear everybody else's suggestions, but at the end of the day is really the leader of the crew, okay? And so he's somewhere between Space Ghost Coast to Coast and Fred from Scooby-Doo. And Snarf. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
Brian, that's a great reference. Snarf is an amazing reference.
It's the Dutch Miller Auto Show. Entertaining West Virginia for over 15 years. With your host, Chris Miller and Wes Thompson. Recorded on location right here in Huntington, West Virginia. And now, Chris and Wes.
We are back. I'm Chris Miller along with
Wes Thompson.
And this is the Dutch Miller Auto Show. We are West Virginia's, one of West Virginia's largest automotive groups. We have a Chevrolet store in Huntington, West Virginia, a Kia dealership in Barboursville, West Virginia, a Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram dealership, and a Kia dealership in South Charleston, West Virginia, a Subaru dealership in Charleston, West Virginia. We also have a dealership in Charlotte, North Carolina, but this focus is just for the West Virginia group.
Sure, and Chris, one of the things, we don't talk about this very often, but I will say this. So like 8 years ago, there was Kia in Barboursville, and then on the west end, Chevy and Hyundai.
Yep.
In just that amount of time. Now you think about that, folks. That's in just the last 8 years. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, another Kia store, and then of course a third Kia store, like you said, down in Charlotte, and Subaru. That's a lot of growth, and the reason I'm pointing it out is because I believe that you don't grow that fast and that big with brands of that quality unless you're doing something right.
Sure, absolutely. And I can get into philosophy here, but it literally is making the
Please philosophize.
It's making the experience for the customer easier, more fun, entertaining, and straightforward, and then taking care of them after the sale. And we do the best job that we can.
And I think you said something there. People see our commercials, and sometimes you see us playing it straight. There's you in the white shirt, and you're kind of just saying, like, hey, this is what's going on. Then other times, you're dressed up in a Bob Ross wig, and I'm on fire. And,
yes, exactly.
Or most recently, Tiger King, or we're floating through space, or whatever. And I think people, at least the feedback I get, I know you get it too when you're out in public, people kind of say like, well, what's it really like? And I think that our attitude and the way you see us in the commercials really does reflect, and everybody at the stores, from the managers down to the detail folks, they're all bought into this being a great situation, a great company, and everybody's happy to be there. You walk into the Barboursville store, CJ Blosser's going to come up and start quoting Caddyshack with you. You go to South Charleston, Greg Woods is going to come out and shake your hand, and you're going to feel like you've known this guy for 30 years. You go over to the Subaru store, Dakota's going to walk out and crack a joke. He's just like a funny guy,
Listen, we got a lot of cars to sell, and we need to get into that, but I just do want to leave everybody with this. I don't care who you are. A business is nothing more than about the people that you're privileged enough to work with. And we are very, very, very privileged to work with the caliber and character and integrity of the people that we work with. And I'm not blowing that out of proportion at all. I'm dead serious. Nobody's perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect business. We are a smaller, mid-sized company compared to a lot of companies throughout the United States. And we try really hard.
You learn multiple things.
We will do whatever we can to try to help. And that's that. Take care of people. People take care of you. It's really simple.
There's a reason you've grown.
Exactly right. And by the way, it's 6 years. It started in April of 2014.
So we had a couple of years there where it was just the three dealerships, and then all of a sudden when South Charleston went.
Yep.
And so Chris, you said you had this number of cars. You had a certain number of cars.
We have, most of the time, we've got about 1,000 to 1,200 cars in stock at any given time. Right now, what's happening is sales specials are so incredible, and inventory is just a little bit tighter to where we are selling cars quicker than we're able to get them. And so it's lowered how many we have in stock. But we do have a bunch more coming in all the time. And part of it is The specials are just killer right now. The manufacturer sales right now are off the charts great. It is just an incredible time to buy. There was a lot of pent-up demand from February through May. Most manufacturers weren't selling as many cars, so they have to incentivize these cars now to get rid of them. And they're building them as fast as they can to get to the dealers. And it's just a great time to actually buy a car if you're looking to buy a car, because everything is great. The deals are off the charts.
It's also changed even the way right now, and I know that you did this last month, and I without even asking you, I'm going to assume you're doing it this month too,
Yep.
is that you're doing a 20% over fair market value for any new trade, right?
Yep.
Not any new trade, I mean any trade coming in.
What's happened is it's up to 20% value, depends on the car, but what's happened is because there's less supply of new cars and everybody's buying them, there's a more demand for pre-owned vehicles, which means most dealers are giving you more for your trade-in. We're just trying to go above and beyond the Call of Duty and give more than everybody else is. So
not only do you have, it's what's combined. You have not
Yeah.
only the incentives from the manufacturer that are probably the best time in the last few years to buy a car, but more for the trade.
your vehicle that you're driving right now is worth more than it was a couple of months ago. And if you wanted to consider trading in a vehicle and buying a new car or buying another pre-owned car, now's a great time, because the car that you're driving in right now is worth more than it was, and that doesn't happen often.
And that's at every Dutch Miller location.
Absolutely. So anyway, what do you want to talk about today?
Let's look at some cars.
Yeah, we sell cars today. Let's check out our inventory. So let's do this. Let's go to DutchMillerAuto.com, which is our master website. And what you do is you type that in, and it'll show you all the different stuff that we've got available, make, year, model, everything, new, used, whatever you're looking for, and how many cars we have in stock. So we're going to go to pre-owned, and any year, any make, any model, and search. And then we're going to do an advanced search, and we're going to change that by price range. And we are going to click on, get rid of the certified pre-owned, and we are going to click on between $1,000 and $10,000 and start there. And we have 47 of those vehicles. And here's the reason why I did that. These are all the vehicles we have inside of our organization right now that are priced below $10,000. That's a lot of them. Now, here's why. Those vehicles represent less than a $200 a month payment. A $10,000 car represents, for most people, less than $200 a month. It really represents about $180 to $190 a month. And so those cars sell very, very, very quickly, because they're very, very inexpensive.
But by the way, make no mistake, they're also heavily vetted before they're out on the lot to sell.
Yes, good point. So we go through a meticulous inspection process where every single one of our cars is checked out by a mechanic. We actually give you the repair order and show you everything that was done for your own documentation purposes. And we want to make sure and provide a good, solid, great vehicle. Here's just one of them. This is a 2016 Nissan Versa, just as an example. And you take a look at this. And this car is about a $150 a month vehicle. And look at that. It's perfect to send your kid off to college in. It's perfect if you're looking for something to drive back and forth to work and you want, 40 miles to the gallon. And at $150 a month, that is just an exceptional, exceptional value. And you look at the side of this vehicle, it's in tip-top shape. It really is. And we have a bunch of these. If we go back, let's take a look at another vehicle here. Here's a 2016 Dodge Dart. This is about a $140 a month car payment. And you take a look at this car. It's nice. It's clean. It's got the mileage on it. It's got all the options. It's got
Has the backup
rear
camera, the nav. I mean, this
It's got
thing's loaded up.
navigation. It's clean on the inside. And so all these pictures are available for you to actually shop from the comfort of your own home, through your own laptop, your iPad, your computer, whatever you want to use, your phone, and check out all this stuff.
And Chris, you bring up a good point too, because while we're a little bit, back to normal, it's not quite normal yet, and there's a lot of people that are still anxious, or for that matter, just being extra careful, and they're staying at home, and so they can do all this shopping from their phone. They can do all this shopping from their laptop. They can have over the phone. They can do applications over the phone. They can get a virtual tour of the vehicle, a walk around. They'll even do appointment-only vehicle delivery. So you can really have a virtual sales process.
Listen, what's going on out there right now is people are starting to kind of get back to normal. At least they are in West Virginia. The mindset's really starting to get a little more comfortable. They're tired of the social distancing, and they want to get it back out and interact. People are coming to the car dealership. Some people are wearing masks, some people aren't. We do encourage at the dealership social distancing to make sure that you're not getting too close. We're also regularly testing. Every healthcare center, we encourage as much testing as possible, has free testing available.
Well,
And
not to mention the things you put in place to keep everybody
Correct.
safe. I mean, that's a big point here.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys sterilize the place. You have the foggers for the vehicles.
we are doing everything we can to adapt, which is what any business has to do now. You got to keep going. You got to take care of your people. You got to take care of the customers, and you adapt. We want to provide the safest, most sanitized environment for you possible. There's just extra cleaning going on. We have ionizers that literally sterilize inside of cars when we return them back to customers. We're just going above and beyond the call of duty to remain as normal and as sane as possible in crazier times, right?
And you're protecting your team and
Exactly
the customers.
right.
I mean, it's just the right thing to do.
It's a win-win. But anyway, anything and everything that is out there is available to you. If you don't want to interact with people, we've got zero contact ways where you can get online, select a car, interact with the sales team, do all of your financing, and have the paperwork delivered to you. We also, you want to come to a dealership? Come on down. We'd love to talk to you. That's what we're here for as well. We want to do what you need us to do to help earn your business. If you need us to sell you a car over the internet, guess what? We're going to help you do that. If you want to come to a dealership and hang out and talk and laugh and joke, as long as we're all being smart and safe, we're there for you. And we want you to have a good experience regardless. It's about what your needs are. It's not about us.
And safety, yes, 100%.
And being safe.
Oh, Dave's got a
completely.
question.
Actually, guys, we've got to take a quick break. When we come back, I was hoping you could tell me if your co-host was a cartoon character, what cartoon character would your co-host be? We'll be right back.
Still fighting the good fight, have the best team in the world, showing up every day to feed people. We're still seeing an increase of about 32% of people in need. And clearly now with school out for certain in the summer, we're really actively engaged in summer feeding and continuing with emergency backpack distributions in all the communities that we serve. So the fight still goes on, and we're grateful to still be able to be in that fight.
At Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, we're still the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia. The reason is friends and family pricing for everyone. But right now might be the best time ever to buy or lease a new vehicle due to manufacturer incentives and the fact we're giving 20% above fair market value for any trade.
For a limited time, during the summer clearance event, get a brand new 2020 Jeep Gladiator starting at just $239 a month, only at Dutch Miller Jeep in South Charleston.
This month it's time to celebrate America, and there's 3 things I can't wait to do. Take my bald eagle John Adams out for cheeseburgers and apple pie. Watch a Major League Baseball game. And head out to the family barbecue in my brand new truck from Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
For a limited time, during the summer clearance event, get a 2020 Ram 1500 Crew Bighorn starting at just $219 a month, only at Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
Marty! Doc! I've got to get you back to the past. Back when the Sorrento was just $259 a month.
But it's 2017, and because of friends and family pricing for everyone, it's still $259 a month.
Great Scott!
Check out all the inventory and get pre-approved right now at DutchMillerKia.com.
But Marty, what about the Optima with all of its special features from the future?
No, Doc. Because of friends and family pricing, it's still $199 a month.
Great Scott again!
Well, we're back, and we were just asked questions by our producer for each one of us to name the cartoon character from your childhood that our counterpart is most like. So I'm supposed to name who Wes is most like, and Wes is supposed to name the cartoon character he thinks I'm most like. And I struggle with this thing, by the way. And it was really, really difficult to come up with because there's a difference between the Wes that everybody gets to see and know on TV and who Wes really is. And Wes is one of the most uniquely funny, talented people I've ever met, but he's also like very he's cordial and conscientious and caring and also very anxious and nervous. Like watching him parent, like he's like, oh God, no, this is when his daughters were young and he didn't want him to touch the electrical socket or anything like
Still that
He was
way.
like, oh God, yeah. So he's a really interesting guy.
I'm a helicopter parent. I have to admit it, I am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
You really-
I
you-
kind of own it though.
Yeah.
Like it's like, look, I'm a nervous dad. Okay.
Yeah. So it took me 3 cartoon characters to come up with who Wes Thompson really is, and you have to blend them all together.
Okay.
And one of them is Homer Simpson
Okay.
The next one is Brian the dog from Family Guy.
Okay.
And the third one is Snarf from Thundercats. Snarf, oh yeah! Like you have to
That
take.
was- he was nervous.
You
He
have to
was
take
nervous.
all of those characters and put them together to come up with Wes Thompson.
I think that's pretty fair. I came up with a couple. Okay, so one, first one was Space Ghost. So I don't know if you know this about Chris, but like Chris is like is a bit of an athlete. And Chris likes to box, and by the way, he's very good at it. Chris is a guy that, I'll just put it out there, I wouldn't want to tangle with Chris. Having said that, he can also be goofier than heck. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, he can like really be. And Space Ghost is exactly that. Like he's funny, but he's also like this guy. The other one is Fred from Scooby Doo. Analytical, breaking everything down. Always has his team with him. Is by the way open-minded to hear everybody else's suggestions, but at the end of the day is really the leader of the crew. Okay, and so he's somewhere between Space Ghost Coast to Coast and Fred from Scooby Doo. And Snarf. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
Brian, that's a great reference. Snarf is an amazing reference, guys.
Brian the dog from the Family Guy is really like practical, realistic, drinks martinis.
Always writing the novel that never gets finished. Yeah, that's totally me.
Oh gosh, what a guy!
I want
what
to
a
watch
guy.
all those cartoons right now. Those are
Yeah.
great.
Thundercats was good.
It was awesome.
Do you know what one of my favorite cartoons of all time was still to this day?
Panthro. Remember how cool Panthro was?
Yeah, Panthro
He had
was
the
cool.
nunchucks. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
One of my favorite cartoons from my childhood is DuckTales.
Yeah.
I really liked DuckTales. Like, it just makes me happy.
Like, even when the song came on. It was
Yeah.
just a good old,
yeah.
just fun, man.
DuckTales.
I always liked the grandfather who was, like, rich, that had the room full of coins.
Yeah.
What's
Scrooge McDuck.
Was that Scrooge? No,
Yeah.
what was I thought there was another one. Maybe I'm messing this up. No, it was one of the ducks, and he, like, had the big pile, a room full of coins.
Scrooge McDuck.
Is that what his name
DuckTales,
was?
yeah.
Am I blowing this? It's Scrooge McDuck? Okay. I thought his name was like, McBuck Billionaire or something, Gosh, by the way, that sounds like a terrible sandwich at McDonald's. The McBuck. It's deer meat. Venison at McDonald's. The McBuck. By the way, if there was a McBuck, I'd be the first to try it.
Yes, you would.
Double patty.
Did you ever eat the McRib?
Okay, so no, I was finally back years ago. I finally tried a McRib, and first of all, the commercial, the McRib looks like bones, right? But like that's fake, man. That's like it's pressed. And so then I got the McRib and I opened up the top. And Chris knows me. I'll eat fast food. Okay, I eat fast food. I opened this up and said, put that bun back down. It is gray, man. And I'm not, by the way, I love McDonald's. I want you
But
to
it's
know.
got little black grill marks that are painted on it.
like-
So there's grill marks painted on it. That makes up for it,
Now,
right?
first of all, I want to say this. I'm not bashing McDonald's. By the way, McDonald's should send me a Christmas card. I support them so much, okay? I love Mickey D's. But the McRib, whenever I see it comes out, and people are on Facebook like, McRib Day, gonna do it. I'm like, don't, bro. Don't eat that. No.
What do you get at McDonald's?
I literally either do, all of it. I mean, really, there's really
So-
nothing on the menu that I don't eat,
In
minus
contrast
the
to
McRib.
that, yeah, I don't eat McDonald's much.
He's not a fast food guy. When we
yeah.
travel together and like I'm on the road and I'm like, I'm hungry, Chris. I'm like, the only thing we have in the next 30 miles is like Carl's Jr. or Hardee's or whatever. He's like, dang. And so like, I'll go in and be like, give me the Frisco burger double with extra cheese.
So-
he's like, dang it.
I had a daddy-daughter day where we did whatever she wanted to do. This is a couple of Sundays ago. We went and hiked. She loves to go hike. And we did this. Went and got ice cream, did that. And then we...
Was this the pictures in the creek?
different day.
Okay, because that was fun.
Same
too.
strategy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter and I went and played, and this is what she wanted to do, so we did it.
Play in a
Didn't
creek?
tell mommy. We went and played in the creek. The Ritter Park Creek, which most people think is not something you should play in. But we did. Whatever.
Do it right now.
I was walking up and down the creek in shoes the other day. Guess what?
It's a creek. We grew up playing in creeks, man.
I guess I'm, immune
Yeah.
to botulism. Anyway, went to McDonald's. That's what she wanted to do. That's what we did.
What'd
I got
she
a
get?
filet- She got a Happy Meal, a cheeseburger Happy Meal. With
You
only
got a
ketchup.
what?
Oh, I thought you said what did
No,
she
what?
get?
No, I know. I heard that, but you were getting ready to say what you got. What did you get?
A fillet of fish.
Oh, for a second there, I was sitting there. I forgot they have a product called the filet of fish, which, by the way, I love.
It's delicious.
But I was sitting there. I thought you were going to be like, I had a filet, and I was like, They don't have filet there, Chris. What McDonald's are you going to? I got a filet. Now listen, they didn't have the Wagyu.
Oh, God.
They didn't have the Kobe beef, so I was settled for the filet. No, the filet of fish is delicious.
I was blown away. Like, it was... I would eat another one.
Oh my gosh,
Maybe
it's
in a
so
couple
good.
weeks.
God, I want to eat 9 of them right now.
Yeah, I would eat another one in a couple weeks. We don't need to do that right now.
No, we
but,
don't.
You know,
I'm dieting.
Thank God.
No, dude, I am now, as of today, we're shooting this, I'm 11 days in. And I'm doing all right.
Hey,
doing okay.
right
Doing
here.
okay.
Proud of
Doing
you.
okay. And by the way, this was more of like a doctor said I had to kind of thing. So hey, thank you, Doc.
Yeah, thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
By the way, we sell cars.
By the way,
We've been on like
time
a
out.
12-minute tirade.
See you later, folks. That's the end. This has been the Dutch Miller Auto Show.
Oh,
We have a
gosh.
lawsuit from McDonald's and the folks at Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, hey, I've got this Kia Soul that's
Yeah.
2015
That's a good-
for $7,800. It's in really, really great shape. $7,800 for a car that looks this nice. This
And
thing's
by the
in
way, the
tip-top
interiors of these things are awesome.
shape. Yeah, it's just a great little car. And we got a lot of stock photos in here too. Need to fix that.
But I will say this about the Soul is you see these things on the road.
Here's
it
what
looks
it
like
really
a very
looks like.
small car. You can get in these things.
they're
I'm a big
huge.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big guy. I fit in that car easily.
lots of space
Yeah.
and great gas mileage.
Yeah. Good sound
and they
system.
Yeah, good sound. And they sit up just a little higher than a car. And so if you have trouble getting in and out of cars, but you don't want to get into like a Tahoe, like it's just the perfect level to be able to turn around, and you don't even really have to sit down far, which means when you stand up, you don't really have to use your knees. You just put your feet out and kind of go. Like it's the perfect height. It really is.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
Yeah.
interesting too because I remember that car was really marketed in the beginning to a very younger demographic. What we found is it really goes for the entire age range. I mean, you can go from 18 to
Yeah, it was
to
literally
80.
marketed for 18 to 25-year-olds. And as it turned out, the people that bought it the most were 55 to 65.
Yep.
And it's exactly that because it was easy to get in and out of. It had a lot of rear cargo space, and it moved around town great. And a lot of people that had cars and stuff, they'd buy Souls just to get around in town.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
Good
yeah,
little vehicle.
great vehicles. Let's look at some other stuff because we've talked about a lot of the inexpensive vehicles we have here. We have a bunch of cars priced below $10,000 a month. We have about 400 cars in stock priced below $250 a month right now. And that's incredible. But we also, because of the volume of business that we do and the number of cars that we sell, we get a whole bunch of trade-ins. And we don't get just the trade-ins of the brands that we sell new. We get Mercedes and Lexus. If you're looking for Highline stuff, we get Toyotas and Nissans and Hondas if you're looking for that kind of thing. Anything and everything that you're looking for, we trade all the time. Well, heck, we traded for and sold a Tesla the other day, the other month.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's do this. Let's pull up all of we got 2 Acuras. Let's look at those. We got 7 Hondas. Let's look at those. We got a Lexus. Let's look at that. We got a Maserati. I don't think anybody wants to see a Maserati, but okay, I'll show it anyway. A couple Mercedes.
Yeah, this Maserati
Yeah.
is so terrible and ugly.
Yep. And we got 22 Jeeps in stock right now, pre-owned. That's terrific.
That's awesome.
And I'm just going to click on this search real quickly, and we'll pull all these up. And looks like one of that just
Could be brand new.
just traded
came
for it.
in.
So we'll have the pictures online soon. That's a 28,000 mile 2018 Honda Accord Sedan Sport 1.5 Turbo. That'll be a nice car to see. Can't wait to see it. So here is a Maserati Ghibli. We covered that last month. There's a Honda Civic we just traded for. Here's a Acura MDX that we just traded for.
For just 21. I mean,
Here's
21,000. That's amazing.
2016 Lexus IS 300 all-wheel drive.
At just $23,900, by the way.
Yeah, that's a heck of a deal.
And they're in outstanding condition, too. I mean, make no mistake.
Here's a 2015 Honda CR-V. And look at the way this is priced, $13,900. That's a heck of a bargain right
That
there.
is.
And this is at our Subaru store in Charleston. You gotta look at those pictures. This thing's in tip-top shape. And there's no additional charge for the WVU emblem on the back of the vehicle. And
Saw
we
that.
can take that off for you if you'd
Yes.
like us to. Yeah, nice, clean little car.
Chris, real quick while we have a chance, some of the vehicles that you've got, especially at the Kia location, you've got some certified pre-owned vehicles.
We do.
And that's where you can get a pre-owned vehicle with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. At least touch on that a little bit.
Okay, so at Dutch Miller Kia, and I'm going to pull up some of these cars for us right now. Anytime we get a pre-owned Kia in stock, and we run it through a meticulous inspection process, and it has less than 60,000 miles, then we can put a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on that car at no additional charge to you. It's done through Kia. They certify warranty the vehicle again, and it provides an unbelievable way where you can buy a pre-owned vehicle that comes free at no charge, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's just incredible.
It is.
It's absolutely incredible. And that's the kind of manufacturer the Kia is. That's how well they believe in their product. Guess what? If you buy a Kia from a non-certified Kia dealer, you don't get that. You can't ever get that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So anyway, we do have a bunch of certified pre-owned cars, and I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to hit search so we can see how many we've got in stock. There's a Forte. Looks like the internet's slow right now, and the pictures are still loading. There's another one there. That's a certified Subaru Outback Premium. They do have great Subaru certified warranties as well. We've got a 2019 Kia Optima, and I'm going to click on this really quickly. So look at this. This is a 2019 Kia Optima. 31,000 miles on it. $17,000. That is a $250 a month car payment. And my gosh, are you giving us the signal? We only have 30 seconds left.
No, you take. You know what?
Okay.
About 35 seconds. Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah. Let's take a look at the pictures really quickly. So this is about a $240, $250 a month car payment. And look at this. This is just in great shape, and it comes free of no charge to you. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on this pre-owned vehicle. It's just incredible. We covered a lot more nonsense than we did cars today.
We did, and real quick, I just want to run through the gamut. I just want to talk about some things real quick.
Yeah.
At the Hyundai store, check out the Palisade. This thing is amazing. At the Chevy store, some amazing deals right now on brand new Silverados, even the All-Star package. You're going to want to check that out. At Kia, the Telluride, much like the Palisade, you're just talking about one of the best SUVs in its class for way less money than what things comparable to it would cost. Check out the Telluride, not to mention the Kia Stinger. Over on the CDJR side, the Jeep, the Gladiator. Oh my gosh, my friend just bought a loaded up Rubicon Gladiator. It's one of the coolest rides.
Really
They've got them at Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston. By the way, the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia. Also, Ram 1500 Crew Cab Express 4x4s. I mean, you can get some of these things at less than $300 a month. It's amazing. There's a bunch in stock. And then over at the Subaru store, I cannot say enough about the brand new 2020 Outback. Just the tech inside alone is worth doing the test drive. It'll blow your hair back.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Chris Miller along with
Wes Thompson.
This is the Dutch Miller Auto Show.